In a secluded Taoist temple, Angxia has been raised and trained since he was abandoned as a baby. One day his master asks him to fight every other monk in the temple in order to decide who will leave, since they can't feed everyone anymore. Angxia defeats all his fellow monks with ease, but to his surprise, winning equals leaving because it means he's finally strong enough not to need training anymore. Besides, his master thinks it's time for Angxia to see what the real world is like. When Angxia finally makes it to the city, he's overwhelmed by it and quickly gets in trouble because he doesn't know how to cross the street. By using his martial arts skills, he dodges cars and ends up showing off a little, earning him the admiration of the crowd. One of them even tosses a coin at him, but this isn't enough to buy food, and by the time night falls, Angxia is starving. When he sees Dr. Shui leave a restaurant with a food package, Angxia decides to steal it from him, causing Shui to start chasing him through town on his bicycle. Eventually they arrive at the river, and while Angxia jumps out of the way just in time, Shui falls into the water. Angxia doesn't hesitate to save him, and as thanks, Shui lets him have the food. He also finds Angxia to be amusing and a pure soul, so he decides to take him back to his pharmacy to make him his apprentice. The doctor lives with his wife Mrs. Shui, who doesn't pay much attention to her husband and prefers to hang out with her brother-in-law. At least she doesn't complain about Angxia's presence and also loves it when Angxia entertains the couple with his antics during meals. Dr. Shui sells medicine in his pharmacy but also sees patients, and Angxia learns how to help him with both. His martial arts skills come in handy when it comes to distracting people in pain, especially crying kids. At the end of each day, Dr. Shui pays Angxia for his help, but half of his earnings go into buying love tonic from his brother Daorong, whose business isn't doing very well. One afternoon, Shui learns that Daorong has sold the shop for the value of a precious ring, which makes Shui furious because both their shops had been a family inheritance. Daorong doesn't care though, and he reminds Shui that he gave up monkhood for a woman, so he can't exactly talk. Dr. Shui leaves the shop in a huff, thus Angxia goes after him to ask for an explanation. It turns out Dr. Shui used to be a monk at a temple just like Angxia, but one day, he saw an incredibly beautiful woman praying and decided to